To the top of the field as we move into the top 7 javelin throwers. Yeah, so a comfortable personal best for Harry Garth.
We're back on the track again for the next final of the games, 1500 meters match.
And now we go back to the 1500 meters on the track.
Well, there are the runners ready for the men's 1500 metres final. Timo Benitz was the German who picked up this title 2 years ago in Chinese Taipei, inheriting the crown from Alexei Kharitonov of Russia. Russia had a couple of champions in Kazan. Valentin Smirnov won there. And this is a title that all the way back in 1981 was picked up by a certain Saïd Aouita of Morocco that started off his magnificent career. The Aouita Express first pulled into station back in 1981 at the home of the World University Games in Bucharest. So then let's take a look at the runners here. There's a British representative, Michael Wilson. Ugandan Masuje.
In position 4 from Poland.
Michal Romis of Poland.
Starting position 3 from Algeria.
Bronze medal at the 2017 European Under-23s. Singh of India. This is his first major. Prince Michael Wilson, based in the USA. This is also his first major championships as well. Mikael Dahl Jensen of Denmark also runs in this, the 23-year-old who didn't get out of the heats 2 years ago. Has experience on the cross-country as well. He went to Aarhus for that magnificent World Cross-Country Championships in Denmark. He was watching from a long way back, though, as Uganda picked up the gold there. Can they pick up another one here? Emmanuel Masuje, first major championship. It's one of 3 men to set personal bests in the semi-finals.
On your marks. Stand up.
Well, that didn't last long. Important to keep your feet right behind the line. Don't really get very much advantage here, nibbling at it anyway.
On your marks.
So where we go then, 3 3/4 laps of the track to see who will win the metric mile title here at the World University Games.
So we will see quite regulars in the race. Represent all the athletes from Algeria and India.
So straight away going to the front of the 2 Algerians. That's El Hussein Zoukane, the 23-year-old who went to the World Youth Championships in 2013. And his compatriot Abdelrazak Khaleli, a little bit younger, 22, and didn't get out of the heat of this event 2 years ago. Well, you can see they're not going along very fast. It's a pretty pedestrian pace that they are setting at the moment. So this race is going to turn into an 800 metres. Nobody really wants to go in front of the 2 Algerians who have basically created a roadblock across lane 1 at the moment. Well, North Africa have great memories of this. He might not have been Algerian, but Saïd Aouita of Morocco back in 1981. It only feels like yesterday for me that Saïd Aouita was running and his pomp. An Olympic champion, world record holder. It's only when Morsely came along that he was knocked off his perch.
And then, of course, Hicham El Garouj took over from him. Now it's a lot more open than just the North Africans in 1500 metres. But at the moment, they really do not want to go in front, do they? They're queuing all the way over into lane 3 now. The Belgian, Stijn Beten, now moving out. The 25-year-old who went to the European Juniors and didn't get out of the heats there in 2013. He thought about going in front, and there he is, right at the front in the black, the yellow and the red of the Low Country, Belgian. Well, they're thinking about it. The British athlete Michael Wilson now, 23 years old, a personal best in the semi-finals of 3:43.19, and he's trying to move up onto the shoulder now of the front two. Still the Belgian who is leading, and a problem there for Abdelrazak Khalili, who looks like he might have stepped on the wrong side of the curb there. He was the third fastest man into the third, and he's had another problem there. That's twice that the Algerian has nearly gone down. Belgium keeping out of it. He still leads at the moment. And now the action will really kick in as they head towards the bell. It's not the fastest by any means. It's going to be lucky if they get inside 4 minutes. But it is all about gold. So far, the Belgian, Stijn Beten, still has the lead. He's has it for the last 800 metres. He has pole position. They're queuing up behind him, though. So many of the fields still in contact. The Ugandan is just drifting off the back, Emmanuel Isuje. So there'll be no African success from East Africa, at least. But Kaleli, who's nearly fallen twice, now beginning to go backwards by the look of it. Zukane moving well. But the pole is looking threatening as well. Michael Romis as they come round the bend. And it all comes down to this part thing, and here he comes. I thought the pole was in a good position, and it looks like Romis is going to come through and take the gold medal. Poland have their second gold medal of the World Universiade on the track, and that was a perfectly timed run from behind.
The Polish team, Michał Rozmus, the winner in 1500 meters final.
Jan Fries looks like he was in there as well. Man who took a fourth national title this year for the Czech Republic. Well, it was always going to be a burn-up. It was so slow. 3:53.67. They did manage to get inside of 4 minutes in the end. They had to. They last 400 meters easily the quickest. Really, that was nothing more than a couple of laps of warm-up, and that added with an 800. Kaleli there nearly fell over, and then that nearly happened to him again. Tall, rangy Algerian. And in the end, those two hiccups just took the energy away from him. Well, that was a marvellous run. It wasn't the classic final. It was a little slow and pedestrian, but nevertheless. Marcin Lewandowski, who is their top middle distance runner and has been for a few years, will have been pretty impressed with seeing that, I think. Minor medals going to Finland with Jonas Rine, who got the bronze behind Jan Fries of the Czech Republic. But the victory going to Rozmus of Poland.
And meanwhile, the javelin
well, he made it to the semi-finals in both the 800 and the 1500 meters 2 years ago, did Michał Rozmus. Now, though, he's developed into a different athlete, and he'll be looking for the double, I would imagine, in the 800 as well later in the week.
Will be leading before the final event.